Hey folks, it's a new year and the sun is just rising on our first day of travel here. I like to travel in January. Cooler temperatures and clear blue skies, but we are on our way to the province of Nakhon Ratchasima, also known as Korat. We'll have to go through the double tunnels here on our way, but that's where Lan's family lives, and they have a big farm and plot of land up there, so we're going to go up there and check it out. They are harvesting sugarcane today. So we'll see what all's involved in that, see if we can help out at all, but let's get on up there and get the bike unloaded.
So we made it up to Korat. It's about 10:30 by the time we got here. We left 5 in the morning, got here at 10:30, so about 5.5 hours, but we stopped for about a half hour, the noodles and all that. But anyway, it's sugarcane cutting day here. This is all Lan's field of sugarcane. We missed some of it, but they're still back here working. I'll get this turned around so we can see and see what all's entailed here. There's kind of a little bit of a acrid smell in the air. Some of this has been burnt, so I don't know. I guess they burn it as they cut it. You can see the charred, some of the charred remains here. Or maybe they burn it before they cut it. Looks like that's what it is. This was about 5 feet high when we were here in June. Now look how tall it is. I mean, it's probably 10 feet tall. I'm guessing some of these women are around 5 feet tall. It looks double their height, at least. That fire I can see where the fire licked all the way up. It must have been a pretty big fire. And then this is the product. So they cut the leaves, they strip the leaves off of it. They've got the leaves over here. And they just want these stalks. This time of year, all the roads are littered with these stalks because once they cut all this, they'll routinely have a big truck that comes in, picks it all up, and they overload these trucks. And then if the truck goes over a bump or something, one of the stalks will fall off the back. But, so on the way here, actually, we saw some stalks of sugarcane just laying in the middle of the roads, tantamount to a stick being in the road. But I'm thinking, I wonder if that's some Lan's sugarcane that's sitting there on the road wasted. But this is hot, hard work. They do have some beverages out here, so to keep them hydrated, Lan's gonna cut some. To be honest, I just want to ride around back here while they're working. It's so fun to ride around all these trails. Okay. Okay, she'll cut the leaves off. Wham. Okay, that's good. There's a nice cut. This is actually pretty fast work. I think that the fire, I think that gets rid of all the low-lying leaves, because with that here, I don't even think you could work. It's so thick. I've seen some of these patches before they burn them, and you can't even walk in there. It's just leaves everywhere. So that must be what it is. They burn this, gets all the low-lying leaves, so they can actually have some room back here to work. And then I guess they put it out, or it goes out by itself once there's no more leaves. Maybe these stalks don't burn. I'm not sure. But maybe they still have some left to burn. Well, we'll like to see how that goes. Sorry, I missed that. She kind of looks like a fish out of water back here, because all the other ladies have on their Isan worker outfit with the big shrouded hats and all wrapped up. And she's just back here in a leather jacket and jeans. All right, so I don't think this is exactly a cash crop. I'll show you these piles. They got these separated into piles. There's a reason for that, apparently. And I don't know. It's about 30, 40 stalks in a pile. Each pile, they get 7 baht for. So you gotta have about 5 piles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll show you these. So that much for $1 for 35 baht, 5 piles. Now she said it used to be only 5 baht a pile, and now it's 7. So she actually is happy with that. Yeah, not exactly a cash crop maybe, but it's the way of life here. I don't know how many of these piles they'll have, but maybe they'll have, if they had 500 piles, there's $500, or $100, I'm sorry. 500 of these piles for $100, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 ladies out here working. This must be women's work. There's no men out here working. We'll see what else they get up to. If they do another fire, I'll be sure to get that. Otherwise, I just want to ride around and explore back here while they're busy doing the sugarcane. Cows. We got cows.
So despite my best efforts, there are some places out here you just can't ride. We saw some smoke back here in this brush and thought maybe that was another sugarcane being burnt, but no, that was just some guys burning a little bit of underbrush. It is all dry and brown this time of the year, but they're clearing this piece of land up here by the river. And it looks like they're just cutting some logs. They're just cutting some wood. Some of these trees, I guess, are in the way of whatever they want to do. But a nice little, I don't know, like a river or a lake that just kind of wraps around a part of this property. So they found some shade to take a break, and it was hot.
Couldn't have done this when we were here in June or July, because now everything's brown. A lot of the underbrush has died. But it's still a little bit of trudgery going through here. But luckily, we can make it. Some of these places I just can't ride. It's just too tight. Plus, I should really get knobby tires for this. It's greatly diminishing my my off-road riding without the knobbies. But anyway, still fun. A little bit of a Isan improvised umbrella. It is hot. It's cold this morning. We had to turn the air off in the truck on the way up here. It was just freezing us out, even at the lowest setting. Had to turn it off. So this patch behind me is brand new planted sugarcane. So they're doing it all year long. Just different plots will mature at different times, I guess. But those rows kind of go zigzag down.
So I finally found somebody I could help out. This guy's got a tractor. I believe this is Lon's uncle. He lives right across the street from her. He's got this nice tractor. I said, well, that's something I can probably do. It's a sit-down job. So he's plowing the land. I don't know. He's going to rotate crops or something like that. Just wanted to kind of even all this out. So I didn't mind stopping and lending a quick hand. But let's go around and see what else we can find, because on the other side of the property, there's a guy growing a whole lot of sugarcane.
So that right there is a sugarcane picker. So there was a miscommunication. I think Lon misunderstood what I was asking her before. One of those little bundles isn't 7 baht. It is 7 baht. It's what the ladies get paid for cutting that. So they make their little bundles and they count them up at the end of the day, 7 baht a bundle. If they did 50 bundles, it's 350 baht, whatever. That's not what they sell it for. That's a typical misunderstanding, but you eventually get to the bottom of it if you persevere here with the language barrier, etc. But anyway, this guy that we're at now, a neighbor, he's got like 1,000 rye, so hundreds of acres. He's got a sugarcane picker over here. So it's like a big machine. It kind of chops it up, it picks it, chops it up, and spits it out kind of all in one motion. I guess you could say it kind of mulches it. But this, I think, is much better because you can get much more in a truckload cut up like this, and it's much quicker. You don't have 6 ladies standing out there making their piles for 7 baht. You just got one guy in a big tractor and loading it right into the trucks. The trucks take off to the factory. So A truck like the one behind me here, they can get 20 tons of sugarcane in there. That's a lot. 20 tons, that's like, I think half of what a big truck like that is maximum loaded out. That kind of surprises me with something as light as sugarcane. But anyway, he says it's 20 tons in there, so roughly about 30,000 baht for that truck, or close to $1,000. Say, call it 900 or 850 or something like that for that truckload. I don't know how many truckloads he'll have. He's got another one here, another one here. There's 2 more trucks waiting to be loaded and plenty of sugarcane to be cut. So you're pulling down, even if it's only $800 a truck, it is a little bit of a cash crop, I guess. So there's 5 trucks. What's that? $4 grand? Just if that's all they do today, who knows? And that's in dollars, not baht. But anyway, this is a much bigger operation. Lan only has a very small one, so she does it the way she does it. And the people with the bigger land, they do it the way they do it. But I think it's interesting to look at it from both sides. And the ladies get 7 baht per stack. They were nice, by the way. They all wanted their picture with me and all that. Hurt my foot a little bit. Lan was on the back, and I slid, and I caught us, but I hurt my foot a little bit. Minor injury. I won't let it stop the fun. We were so famished out here and tired, and we just went out to the road and found a little place, noodles again. But anyway, yeah, we had noodles for the second time today, so hopefully for dinner. She's going to do a little bit of a party for the village back there. She gave one of the guys some money to go shopping earlier, so hopefully we have a good dinner and some fun tonight.
So the days are long out here during harvest season for the sugarcane, but around 7:30, 8 o'clock, we made our way back to the village, and we would have a little bit of a belated New Year's celebration for the village, so we'll take a quick look at that. So we had bought a bunch of snacks to hand out to the village kids. They still have school. This is just 2 days after the New Year, and they still had school, unlike some of the kids in Pattaya. I know my friends' kids were off. But anyway, Lan made gift baskets with fruit and boxed milk and things like that. So she handed those out. It seemed like only that was for the elders of the village. They got those. We also made some gifts in the door prizes. I'll show you those in a minute. And the food was... We had a great variety of food, including this.
No.
Oh, no. จริงเหรอ
บอกว่าหนู
Yeah, so that's rat. That's grilled rat. Didn't even recognize it at first, but I've had that before. Not something I would try again. But they seemed to enjoy it. So anyway, everybody had a number. Everybody picked numbers for the door prizes that we had, and then they would I think one of the older ladies in the village picked the winning numbers. There would be a couple winning numbers, and we had some little prizes to give out to them. So I think that was a lot of fun. They really enjoyed that. There would just be some small appliances like a rice cooker and electric water kettle and things like that. But at any rate, the evening went by fast. I tell you, I can always, anytime I'm up here in Isan in the village, you just look outside, look up at the sky. You can see so many stars. You don't see that in Pattaya and places. I think there's too much ground light. But out here where it's dark, just a sky full of stars. So that's always nice. But the next day, we would leave Korat. We would leave this village, and we go to another village. We're actually on our way to the mountains. So we'll eventually get there. We'll do that in the next episode. But we did stop at another friend's village in Chayapun, where I had some other business to attend to. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'll leave you there with that. Anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful time in Isan in January, and our trip to the mountain was equally as nice. We'll look at that next time. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode here for the first one in 2024. But for this one, I'm going to have to go ahead and leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.